What's good, guys? It's Billy O here. As y'all can see, I brought out the whiteboard today just so I can show you guys what key levels are and how they can be used to show you everything you need to know about the chart and the stock you're trading. Now, not only do I got the whiteboard behind me, but I will be showing you guys some real life examples within, like, SPY, because we trade that mainly on here, but a few other stocks just to give you guys a just like what we're really talking about. For those of you that don't know, key levels are just what you might hear some people call support and resistance lines. So, if the stock shoots up, hits $500, and it drops back down, that might be a resistance line. Some people might call it. Well, on my channel and going forward, when I show you guys the box and line method that we use over here, we're really just going to call it key levels for now. This is one of the most important things most traders do not have down pack at all, and it leads to them not being a profitable trader. By the end of this video, with this method, you'll be able to not only figure out entry points, when's a good time to get into a stock if you're only buying stocks, but for options, also having a great take profit, stop loss, and also knowing those entry points as well. Before we hop into the chart, I just have some keywords I want you guys to remember and just kind of get used to as I'm talking about things going throughout the video. So when I speak about solid lines on the chart, that literally just means that these are the lows and highs of the stock. So if the stock goes up, down, and back to around here, this is the middle. When we're doing solid lines on the chart, we got 500 at the top, 470 at the bottom. Doesn't matter which time frame you on, just what you could see within your view, the highest point and the lowest point. You just map them out with solid lines. So our solid lines will literally just be our lows and highs. Next, we're also going to be working with dotted lines. So on TradingView, if you watched the last video, we have these lines set up. So once we're in there, we could just click and go. Are going to be used to represent our soft resistance and support lines. What the hell do I mean by soft resistance and support? So there'll be another video coming out right after this one explaining what the hell I mean by box and line method. And that's going to be the main video we could always revert back to see the method that we use on this page. Those of you that are familiar, this is literally just going to be the fair value gap. So if we have a candle, everybody's familiar, that's one candle, two candles, three candles. So we now have 1, 2, 3 candles. So as we're trading, we've seen something like this happen before, going up or down. Within this 3 candle formation, at the very top of this candle and the very bottom of the third candle, there's a little bit of space in between. Now, depending on the setup, this will always look different. So just for the purpose of getting back to key levels, we're just going to say when you find out this formation, know how to spot it. This area that you can make a box with, and mind you, this is not a candle. This is just a box I created with the gap that's in between here. This area, if this turns out to be, remember we had 500, 470. If this turns out to be between these two, let's just say, just take a conversation, 190. Why we call this soft resistance and support lines is because when this candle is ready to come back down, or remember, it's always vice versa, it could be whatever. When this candle is ready to come back down, 9 times out of 10 with the method, it's going to revert back to that gap. All right, so as we have it, we have solid lines. They're just going to show us our key levels, also known as the highs and lows, also known as the support or resistance. So just know if you hear this anywhere else on YouTube or if we talk about it, that's what we mean. Dotted lines, that's going to be our soft key levels. Same thing as this, just a soft version. Boxes is going to just be how we figure out where we can put these dotted lines. Sometimes for the solid lines, but it'll help us figure out where to put these lines at. Using this brand new empty chart, I'm going to show you guys how using the boxes, the lines, and my method will help you with 80% of the analysis that you need to make a good trade. So if we take a look here at around December 25th, it doesn't even matter the dates for now, but just we're going to look at this chart as a whole. Remember, we just chose any time frame and we're just looking at the chart straight up front. Not the highest point, but a high point was around here. We can literally just mark that out with our horizontal line. And for now, we have it solid. We'll make those, we'll keep them red for now. We'll just bring down the opacity so we can still see what's going on. Okay, just looking at the chart here. Also going to map out the bottom, the lowest point we see, and we're also going to map out the highest point in this frame as well. So we're not going to include the part that's kind of sagging off the screen because we're kind of just charting more recent stuff. You could always go back to there. Reason why you would ever want to go back so far as that is because If this stock ever falls below 671.26, and you need to look for new lines of resistance, support, as well as, you know, when's a good time to take profit or your stop loss. In a couple seconds, we literally just mapped out some good key levels. So zooming in all the way to today's and this week's movement, we can see one of those lines that we drew from all the way back in December. Let's count how many times. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. 5 different times the line itself was respected, either being in a support or a resistance way. Now, the reason I don't like using the word support or resistance lines is because it doesn't always mean that's what it's there for. So I want you guys to stay true to more so just calling them key levels, because that's what we're looking at. Because when you're an option trader, if you're getting into options like me, you can make money on the way up as well as back on the way down. Now, in a case where you'll set up some dotted lines, so you'll use your box. Now, your box is another favorite I had set up for you guys so you guys could use for your analysis. And though we're not covering it in today's video, I see a 3 candle pattern similar to what I drew on the board. So if you guys are following, you'll kind of see it here. Hold on, let me redo this box so you can really see what's going on. So there's a 3 candle formation here. 1, 2, 3. If we start at the top of the first one and end at the bottom of the third one, we just drag that box out. If you guys would look back to the drawing, this is kind of like the same setup. So all I did, just a little skip ahead, was put dotted lines right at the top and the bottom of that box we made. I'm going to delete the box for now just to show you, because those lines will go on forever. So let's just say this was a different day and we made that box a little bit before, right? And we have these dotted lines. So looking back a couple of days ago, hypothetically, if you were in this trade, you had these lines prior, right? Not only did we have consolidation right on the money of the solid lines, it only bounced within the lines of the dotted and shot up all the way to the top of that box, which is the other dotted line, which is, if we take a look here, upwards of $3 worth of movement. And if you were in on options, that's way over 20, 30, 40% play. This is the power that I'm trying to show you guys. Within just what, 6 lines that we drew on the chart, no analysis from anywhere else, no news talk, we figured out key levels and saw where stock would move to, where it would consolidate at. Key levels, that's the main idea behind this all. Hopefully, if anybody's confused, in my next video, I'm going to be dropping what the fuck is the box and line method, because I know I keep talking about it, I keep seeing boxes, keep seeing lines. If you followed along today, you see that it's somewhat legitimate, and I want to start giving you guys some watch list plays as well. Join up on the Discord if you want some watch list plays, because I have been dropping them in there. We had some insane pulls to the exact line that we had charted for months before, days before, weeks before. And I wanted to get this news out to you guys so you can use this as well. Knowing what to look for and refining how you use this is what's going to take you to that next level as a trader. So if you're new here, drop a like, subscribe, and keep tuning in so I can keep showing you guys exactly what to do when it comes to trading, keeping it simple and easy. And until the next one, Billy O out.